some very bad news came out of OPEC. Bad for people, for gas prices, but then also definitely going to be politically damaging to the Democrats. Biden going into the midterms. We're just a month away and this news is breaking. Not good. So OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, has a significant amount of control over the amount of oil that gets produced. And they have decided to cut production significantly to try to raise prices, even though the Biden administration tried to convince them not to, but they pushed forward and are going to be doing something that will raise the cost of oil significantly. The Biden administration launched a full-scale pressure campaign, this is reading from CNN, in a last-ditch effort to dissuade Middle Eastern allies from dramatically cutting oil production, according to multiple sources familiar with the matter. But that effort appears to have failed. Following Wednesday's crucial meeting of OPEC, the international cartel of oil producers that, as expected, announced a significant cut to output in an effort to raise oil prices. That in turn will likely cause U.S. gasoline prices to rise at a precarious time for the Biden administration, just 5 weeks before the midterm elections. On Wednesday morning, OPEC oil ministers meeting in Vienna agreed to an even larger production cut than the White House had feared, 2 million barrels per day, beginning in November, according to a readout of the meeting released on Wednesday. The ministers said that the cuts were necessary in light of the uncertainty that surrounds the global economic and oil market outlooks. President Joe Biden told CNN that he was concerned about the cuts, which he viewed as unnecessary. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken told reporters when asked about the move that when it comes to OPEC, we've made clear our views to the OPEC members. So again, it looks like, and the article goes on to talk about how members of the U.S. government were trying to convince their counterparts in the Middle East not to do this, not to cut production, all those things, because we can't take a rise in prices right now. But they didn't listen, and that is what is going to be happening. So first off, just financially, for Americans and for all the people who this will affect across the world, it's horrible. It is going to cause a spike in prices, and that is unfortunate. The political angle is, like I said, we're a month away from the midterms. One of the things that was being used really effectively to attack Joe Biden was gas prices, and then it became less effective when they dropped significantly. But if they start rising again, and then we have a whole month for that to take effect, that could honestly sway the midterms. That could honestly be the reason that the Democrats don't take back one of the chambers or both. And that would be super unfortunate. And it shows you there's all of these aspects of these issues that are complex and that are multifaceted. And sometimes the winds just blow in the wrong direction. And so then the voter blames the party that is currently in power. But OPEC would be doing this whether a Democrat or a Republican was in power. They just would. This is a decision they clearly were set on making. And it's unfortunate, and it is going to be hurtful economically as well as politically. But we'll see how that all pans out.